Okay, we're recording now. Perfect. Okay, so basically what we're going to look at today for the agenda is mindset, classes and continued education, and then we're going to go over a couple of things on the case study that I just think will be really helpful for you from my experience in the previous one. So to start off with, do you feel that you have an abundance mindset? So we need to have a really big think about that. Is that how you're feeling? Or do you feel that you have a scarcity mentality? Now, this is Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey said, most people are deeply scripted in what I call the scarcity mentality. They see life as having only so much, as though there were only one pie out there. And if someone were to get a big piece of the pie, thank you. If someone was to get a big piece of that pie, then that would mean a lot less for everybody else. Hi, Anna.
Hiya. Sorry.
No, don't worry. So we're just talking about our mentality. Are we focused on an abundant mentality, or do we have a scarcity mentality? And it's just looking at what does that actually mean with regards to doTERRA. So a leader with scarcity mindset and a leader with an abundant mindset. Now, this doesn't even matter if you do not have people that are building with you as yet. It's just about that mindset that you are a leader even before you start to lead people, because we need to have that mindset set for where you want to go.
So when you look at this, look at the difference in a leader with a scarcity mindset and then a leader with an abundant mindset. So a leader with scarcity mindset, resources constrained as opposed to prioritize better. I win, you lose. And then the other option, the better one, is I win, you win equals we all succeed. Lack of trust, trust equals relationships. I have the answers, or together we can find the answers. Cost control, investment with a return, focus on costs, focus on results. Buy time stroke hours, buy desired outcomes and results. I expect bad news, and we always know people that are like that. Or I expect high performance, micromanagement, and then stewardship, stress and frustration, and confidence and success.
Brilliant. And the reason why we wanted to go over this is because when you start that fresh kind of, right, this is a new term or a new year, however you want to do it, that we're looking at from September through to July, it is so important. And the reason why I really am passionate about this is because it impacted on us so much and our business and our growth of our business, where if and when we felt that kind of stress and frustration, we did not progress. We did not attract the right people. We did not attract people who were ready to kind of do things with us and go forwards with us. Whereas once you decide, even when it's not quite working out, you decide, actually, I have this abundant mindset, things are going to work, and actually I'm going to have the confidence and I will succeed. It really, really does change things for you. And I always used to think, like Daniel says this a lot, doesn't it? Oh, why are they always talking about mindset? But it is so true, and we have seen it time and time again.
And I think the mistake that we made at the beginning was throwing out as many samples as we could. That we would go, oh, we're going to get so many samples out, and I've sampled this many people, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. And actually, it was realizing that, you know what, as a farmer, yes, there is that point of putting those seeds out and watching those things grow and then reaping the benefits. But actually, it was to be more precise and more targeted with our time and our efforts, but also those, as I've said, that Elise Shedevy says, those 5, 6 and 7s of those people that we really want to hit. And that's where this sort of September go back to school bit comes in, is that let's be honest and look at the thing and how everything is at, you know, emotions are at a high with people's children going back to school and all this sort of uncertainty that is still there. But also things like furlough is going to end in October. So that means that that is a big strain on people, on people's families and all sorts. But also the positive from that is that there is a massive, huge opportunity for us to give service in helping those people on a natural level, but also another service level where we can go, there's a potential opening that people may have said no in the past and so forth. So just have a little think about that as well.
Absolutely. And the fact that nobody's going to feel offended when they're like, let's say they're sharing, oh, my job's like uncertain. Nobody's going to be offended with somebody saying, do you know what, I would love to work with you and this is a job opportunity. There's no offense there. It's with love and with care that they would know that you're saying those things. And the last little bit with that is that, you know, it is kind of thinking, who is it that I'm attracting? If I am putting out vibes of success, then you will attract people that feel that you are being successful. If you're putting out vibes of frustration and stress, then there's nobody's going to be attracted to that because it isn't attractive. I'm not saying that there are not moments of stress, because of course they are. In any business there are moments of stress for sure, but it's about controlling the output of those stresses and actually offlaying them to you know, to us, because we can understand them, and looking at, I think the biggest lie I would say that we told ourselves was that we were doing everything we should be doing. And we absolutely were not. Like, we would send out all these samples and then I wouldn't write them down properly, therefore they'd go out, 3 days would come and pass, and then I would have no idea who had what when, and had I followed up, probably not within the 3 days, therefore then they're no longer as successful. And it was a kind of a lie thing to ourselves, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we were not being honest. We're like, but we're doing everything, and it was really frustrating. But then when we put it down to actually, well, can we just write down what are we doing wrong? Well, first of all, we send out all these samples, and then actually we are not following up at the time frame that Elise Chedevy says is most successful. And if they're not having a successful experience with those oils, that's fine. We're going to have more touches. So those are little things to just remember, to be completely honest with yourself, so that you know, I can actually do this. I know how to do that. There's the plan, there's the setup, all of it's there, and it's just about following it. So does anybody have any questions or anything related to this? Is there anything that kind of jumps out that you think, actually, there's an area that I wanted to just kind of cover within those two different mindsets? You don't have to. Okay, so classes and continued education. So I would like to say an absolutely massive thank you to everybody who literally just carried us through the summer. Literally, it was just so amazing. I felt so proud that, you know, we just felt so confident and comfortable that you guys would 100% smash it, and I'm just so excited, and thank you so much. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, wonderful. And actually now, so Lindsay's saying now, like, obviously that was to cover this kind of period through the summer, but you guys smashed it so well. We would love to have it so that everybody kind of gets an opportunity to take part and do these classes on a more regular basis, because the more people there are doing them, the less frequent they are, first of all. So then we're kind of like one in every how many that we would do, which is nicer to share the load. But also, I know that when I'm teaching a class, by Joe, I like push way more to get people on. I don't know if you felt the same, but you kind of go, oh, this is my class. I really want to get everybody that's connected to me onto this class. And it does have an impact for them, because they see you in a light where you are presenting, and I do think that has a really great impact as well. So please do reach out and let Lindsay know which dates and classes would work best for you. With regards to the continued education, I think, and with Lindsay, we decided that actually, do you know what, having somebody who's expert in a field, so you'll have probably noticed I did a select few and Lindsay did a select few, and we never overlapped, like as in I didn't do all the ones she did and she didn't do, because you become more expert the more you do a specific class. So if there is a class on the continued education that you feel really, really passionate about and you would like to be that expert in that field, then please can you also reach out and say, this is the one that I would like to do.
Just drop us a message.
Yeah, just, and don't feel like, oh yeah, but you know, I've noticed Catherine really enjoys that, or Lindsay really enjoys that. Just don't worry, because I enjoy every class. So it's like, don't worry about that. Just let me know which one, you know, sings to you, the one that's really, really great for you. So that's another one. And then lastly, the case study. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the case study. So the reason why I'm excited is because the transfer over to people understanding the value of these old oils is so high. And so if, say, for example, you've got 6 people, then it is likely that 4 of those are going to sign up. I would say 80% are going to sign up of the number that you've got. So then what you can do is you can look at your tree, look at your organization and say, okay, so if I've got X amount of people, this is how many approximately are going to then get a kit. You can almost calculate what rank that you're going for this month. And that is really, really powerful, because in your mind, I want you to then visualize, this is the rank that I'm going for this month. It could be consolidating a rank, it could be going for a new rank, but you can really visualize what is it that I want to achieve this month and really go for it. And I think that it is a really powerful, you know, we also have, because that was the question, was can someone who's already signed up, if today, Friday, for today is probably the last day you can get oils out in time.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you've got new customers that are very new, that haven't quite grasped the whole importance of what these oils can do, you could say to them, we have got this case study coming up. You have most of the oils included in it, and you can take part for free if you would like to. Does that make sense? So you could, and this could potentially increase LRP for extra people. That's if you feel like I haven't got enough people to look after right now, I would like to push for a little bit more.
Yeah, and the amazing thing about these case studies that we saw last month and that we're seeing in the invitation is that when you look at it, it's so different as opposed to sampling and sending like 2 oils for, let's say, hay fever or something like that. This is a case of when people are seeing it. So I messaged a lady who would no way be inclined to that sort of world, and I thought, oh, she's going to give me a no, and I, you know, should have slapped myself around the face and say, don't judge before you message. And lo and behold, she come back and she's like, do you know what, yeah, I've got rheumatoid arthritis, the fact that I get all this, it's for 7 days, I'm in. So I was like, wow, okay, brilliant. So it really, really is exciting. And it's, again, this is really, I love this because we get to service people for that whole period of time.
Mm-hmm. Totally. So then the key is every single day, and this is where I said make sure you write it down, because this is where you can lose your people and not get the sign-ups. So you want to create an Excel grid or a note on your phone, however works best for you. Get their names down, and you want to literally tick off every single day that you have either like connected with them and check that they have done the task. Now, with Facebook, unless they are actively going in, they don't see the notifications always because of how Facebook is. So they will not be offended if you tag them in on a post just to say, look what you could win, tag, 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 tag. They are not going to be offended by you doing that, because it means you're giving them more of an opportunity to win some cool stuff. And there's going to be prizes every single day for taking part. So just kind of schedule that time where you are literally just going to pop on, make sure that they have done the bits. The 3 people that I did not keep on top of, they were the really hard converts. They finally did come round, but they were really longer. All the others that were on top, I constantly was, you know, making sure that they'd done stuff just by tagging and smiley faces and all these sorts of things. They literally the next day, they were like, so 4 of them signed up there, and then that night they just messaged, this is what I want, can you sort it out for me? And then the others were a little bit longer, but it's just planning out after that Tuesday, so it ends on the Tuesday, is giving yourself time those next couple of days to just follow up with them. Any questions with regards to the case study? No? Okay, cool. Okay, so last little bit is change of time. Because the schools have changed the times, they've changed the times for us as well. It just means that I would never be able to do this, and I want to see you. So if we can move this to 2 o'clock, if that works for everybody, then it just means that I can make sure that it's me doing it more. Shanaz, that works better for you. Sharon, does that work better for you as well too? Okay, brilliant. Sam, Anna, does that work better for you? Okay. Obviously there's days that...
Yeah, that's 2 o'clock on a Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Perfect, thank you. Lisa, is that okay for you at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, that's perfect for me.
Awesome, perfect. Okay, brilliant. So we'll put it for 2. And next week, I've got a really cool thing that I've been wanting to show you for quite a while. So I'm going to put a little bit of information on it, and I'm excited to share it. Yeah, so next Friday at 2 o'clock, we'll do a little bit of some cool stuff. Yeah, okay, awesome. So I will see you then on... because it starts next Tuesday. We've got team call on Monday with Lindsay and Daniel. And again, this is something really awesome, some really cool, I can't remember the description of it, but I remember reading.
I think it's isn't it at 7 on
Yes.
Monday? Yes.
It is, that's right. And who is it, Shanaz, can you remember who's presenting?
Who is presenting? That is a good question.
It's about progression and people who progress really fast.
Yes. I don't know who's presenting at all.
But it's fine. So it's about progressing really fast and ranking fast.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. See you on Monday.
Yes. See you later.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Anybody who wants to chat or anything, just let me know. We've got time because we've got no school children. We're at home.
Can I pick your brains, please?
Yes, totally. Let me stop record and then stop record. It was lovely to see you, Sam. Lovely to see you, Sharon.